I need some chocolate for this one. Join me. I really need somebody to rant to. I know I'm really late to this party, but bring up all of those old feelings and rant with me, please. Hello YouTube, my name's Marie, and today we are talking about Who Are You? Who Are You is the 2015 installment in the long-running school series. If you've been watching K-dramas for a long time, you've probably heard of this series. It has springboarded a lot of our current faves, actors and actresses' careers. This is the first one of the school series I have watched, although I am interested in going back and watching the one that's got Lee Jun-suk in it. I think that's 2012, maybe 2013. I'd have to look it up. This series, the school series, is known for portraying some of the toughest issues that adolescents in Korea face, especially the corrupt school system and intense bullying. Now, Who Are You is absolutely no different, except for it's got this added drama on top of it, because this series follows an orphan who comes to replace her twin sister and really become her in her twin sister's life after she attempted suicide, which caused her to get amnesia and also caused the death of her twin sister. Now, it's not very long after our female lead starts to settle into this new and seemingly perfect life that her old bully transfers to her new school, and dark mysteries from her twin's past come back to haunt her. I know this does sound a little bit complicated, and if I'm being honest, the setup for this series is really convoluted, but it is a testament to the writing and the show as a whole that while I was watching the series, I was never confused and I never questioned the validity of this far-fetched plot. So I was actively absorbed into the plot. I think this story has such high stakes that are really believable. Like, I was so in it with our female lead. Like, when she had a question, I was questioning. I was really eager to find out all of the answers to the many layers of mysteries going on. I was really rooting for her with all of the interactions with her new friends and the bully. I was really invested in her romantic relationships. Like, I was just so in this show. The soundtrack is also just chef's kiss. That one song, the one that's like, I need a recess, I'm not a singer. It's absolutely iconic in my opinion and just has so much emotion. I loved all of the characters. All of the side characters are great. They serve a purpose and then also get some really nice development themselves. As you can see, there's a lot of this series that I absolutely 100% enjoyed. But if we're gonna talk about school 2015, Who Are You? I think most people want to talk about two things that could be considered spoilers. So I'm gonna give you my overall rating right now. It's probably gonna surprise you guys because it's a bit lower than even I would expect considering how much I liked the series. But my rating is really affected by those two aspects that would be considered spoilers, and then also my viewing experience with the show. Because episodes 1 to 10, I would have given 5 stars to. I was completely engrossed. I loved everything about it. I was surprised at how much I was loving it. At episodes 11, 12, maybe even into 13, I was kind of bored and it was a bit of a struggle for me to get through them. And then my enjoyment definitely went up again at the end. But then the actual ending happens, and in my opinion, it's super anticlimactic with very little closure, and it leaves kind of a sour taste in my mouth. Like, I think endings are so important that if you don't have a good ending, even if the rest of the series is wonderful, the ending is what you're gonna remember. Because of the spoiler things, because of my viewing experience and the lackluster ending, I am giving this drama, Who Are You, a 3.75 out of 5 stars. Now, let's talk about those spoilers. The first one being her romantic relationship. I'm not the only one. I know that this show is known for its second male lead syndrome and like people being very unsatisfied. by who she ends up with, but I actually think that that sentiment in itself is wrong. Like, she doesn't truly end up with anybody. The show just kind of ends without her making a very firm decision between these two guys, and I found that to be such a pussy move. Like, oh, it ground my gears. I'm annoyed with myself because when I went into the show, I knew this about it. Like, I knew people were upset by who she, like, picked. So I had, like, guards up. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get tricked. I know that it's not gonna go the way that we probably think it should. I'm like, you're prepared. Seat buckled in, you're prepared for this. I was not prepared for this. He is the male lead. Like, it's her and then him, and they kind of share screen time. Like, he's the one that gets the most development. He's the one that, like, is just there for her so much. And that's what bothers me, is I feel like he fell in love with her, whereas the other guy probably just still loved the twin. So yeah, I'm definitely in the camp where I'm unhappy with how this ended. I know it ended on this really, like, open-ended note where she's like, oh, who knows what'll happen because we're just 18, blah, blah, blah. Again, such a soft way to end such a dramatic, such a powerful and emotional series by just being like, we're young. Like, it's just, again, I just feel like it's a cop-out. The second part that I want to talk about, which I don't see talked about very often online concerning the show, is I absolutely hate the fact that the twin was alive. Like, the twin came back. I hate that because I think it really undermines a lot of the powerful drama and powerful lessons that the show was trying to tell. Like, I thought it was very realistic that the twin died while trying to save our female lead, because a lot of people actually die when they're trying to save someone from drowning. We taught to lifeguards that if you have a very difficult person that you're trying to save, you knock them out. Like, it's taught to lifeguards to knock out the person that you're saving so that they don't drown you. So, like, I really believed she could have died trying to save her sister. I thought that was really powerful. I really didn't like the fact that she came back to life. It did add to the show in some way, but I think what it took away from the show was much more significant. Now, I don't necessarily think that she had to have ended up with the blonde dude, because while I was watching it, knowing that she wasn't going to end up with him, I could see that she did think of him as just a friend, and I could see that very early on she did have feelings for the other guy. So, like, I understand that, but at the same time, should have been more clear with her feelings at the end to give closure. Like, I get it, like, people don't always, like, clear cut tell you their feelings in real life, but this isn't real life, this is a show. You're writing me a series. Give me closure. Give me closure. Ooh, I'm annoyed. Okay, so that's everything. I feel like I ranted quite a bit with this one, but, you know, this is a safe place. If you feel wronged by this show, go ahead and rant in the comments below. Join me. I really need somebody to rant to. I know I'm really late to this party, but bring up all of those old feelings and rant with me, please. Have a good day. Have a good night. Bye.